When anxiety knocks, it's tempting to bolt the door and hope it leaves us alone. The racing heart, the shallow breaths, the endless overthinking, it's hardly a recipe for joy. Yet, what if we stopped seeing anxiety as an enemy and instead invited it in for a conversation? It may just be trying to tell us something important, and the key is learning to listen rather than shut it out. Anxiety isn't all doom and gloom. Believe it or not, it carries a silver lining. Before we dig into how it can actually help you, take a moment to come back to the present. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, and breathe in deeply as you raise your arms skyward, stretching out your fingers. Exhale, letting your hands fall back to your sides. Do it 2 more times and feel the tension begin to melt away. Now, let's uncover what's really going on when anxiety grips you. Our brains thrive when the left and right hemispheres are in sync, working together in a balanced rhythm that keeps us calm, focused, and content. But life rarely lets things run so smoothly. Anxiety disrupts that flow, setting off a cascade of reactions from a small yet powerful part of the brain known as the amygdala. This almond-shaped cluster of cells acts like a sentry, ever vigilant, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of trouble. And when it does, it overrides the logical part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, shifting you from reasoned thinking to a flood of raw emotions, memories, and sensations. It's an uncomfortable switch, no doubt. But what if this shutdown of logic is actually a feature, not a flaw? When the amygdala takes over, it primes your body for action, fueling you with a rush of adrenaline and motivation. Athletes and students who experience pre-game jitters or test anxiety often perform better because this heightened state pushes their brain's most essential functions into gear, activating muscle memory and focusing on what truly matters in the moment. This isn't just about survival, it's about enhancement. Anxiety can be the drive that helps you go the extra mile, the nudge that pushes you to prepare more thoroughly, and the energy that fuels a last-minute burst of productivity. Rather than a hindrance, it can act as a motivator, guiding you toward your goals with a heightened sense of urgency. Those who struggle with anxiety often develop deeper empathy as a result. When you've battled overwhelming feelings yourself, you become more attuned to the struggles of others. You understand that intense emotions don't always match the size of the events that trigger them. This insight makes you a more compassionate leader, able to connect with others on a deeper level. You're not just thinking of solutions. You're considering multiple outcomes, anticipating problems, and weighing how your decisions affect those around you. This kind of awareness, born from an overactive amygdala, fosters exceptional problem-solving skills and decision-making abilities. Anxiety's role isn't to torment you, it's to protect you. It's the brain's way of alerting you to potential threats. But in today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with troubling news and overwhelming information, the amygdala can become overly sensitive, firing off alarms at every little thing. This overstimulation is what makes anxiety feel unmanageable at times. But it's important to remember its original intent, to keep you safe. So, before you label anxiety as a villain, consider its purpose. It's not here to ruin your day. It's here to shield you. Understanding that can be a game changer. Next time it arrives, don't slam the door shut. Instead, acknowledge it, recognize that it's trying to protect you, and calmly remind yourself that you're safe in this moment. You've got this.